so. Indeed. We the top 10, UGK the major, way not play it don't stop here. Traffic lights, we going, know the time until the clock hit. Bands on roll, we doing digi to the whole block clear. Yo, what you got there? Oh, did you not hear? Wendy's taking over and we got the whole shop, yeah. Her, she wanna know me better, but I'm on the top 10. Gotta match my energy, you see I'm in the top gear. Yeah, it's top 10. Now I'm in blessed mode, did you forget, bro? Put G.O.D. first and nothing less, no. On a radar per release, per request, yo. Life is like a dice game, that's a bet, though. Is you bugging, that's a dub. Shoulder shrug to the stub. Tell them hit the squatty up. See a line of cars meet up. Nah, don't bother us. Windows fogging up. If she in the passenger.
This is DDS from the DDS studios. We are Blake Milton, Bradley Newberry. And from Parts Unknown, it is Matthew Two-Tone Blue Parker. Pandemonium reigns.
Congratulations, fellas.
Yes, it does, baby.
Pop one for Rocky Top.
There you go. Man, I didn't see them come down, but I know that they were coming down. The uprights were in trouble in Neyland.
Oh, yeah. They're in the river by now.
Oh, they are more than happy. This is the best $100,000 find that the University of Tennessee will ever spend. They are welcoming that letter from the SEC.
Absolutely. Guys, this is just a post-game reaction, just an emotional reaction here. We're not really getting too crazy with stats or anything. We're celebrating Tennessee breaking the losing streak to the Alabama Crimson Tide.
But you know what you can do. We might do a lot of these, so go ahead and hit like and subscribe right now.
Go down there, hit like and subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. A bunch of you really enjoyed Parker's rant there on TikTok.
Oh, let him have his moment. Go ahead.
I'm going to take the victory lap, fellas, because defend 16. Because it all comes back around. The Alabama kicker, number 16, missed it, and guess at the exact same moment it went through those goalposts, went to the side of those goalposts and didn't go in. 16 seconds left on the clock.
Dude,
eat it!
Come on! It would have only been better if the final drive started with 16 seconds. It started with 15.
Oh my gosh!
Holy shit!
I mean, Parker, what is this? Let's be serious. Well, let's try to regain a little composure here. What does this win mean to this Tennessee program? What does it mean to the fans? I mean, can you even put it into words?
I'll tell you what it means. In one word, my description would be recruitment, because this is going to change the program for years. And I already thought it was. Like, what Heupel was already on that path. But now these kids that are watching this offense and they're watching how they play, they're watching this crowd, the pandemonium, that this is just going to change. It's a program changer. It really is.
Yeah, I mean, let's just call it what it is. I mean, we're looking at polls coming out tomorrow. Tennessee's got to be in the top 5, right?
Top 3.
I mean, it gets crowded up there at the top, but I mean, you're talking about a number 16 that just knocked off number 3. I mean, and just went toe to toe with Alabama. I think, we were talking before we came on here. I think we just saw the 2 best teams in the SEC.
I agree. And we talked about this in the pregame stuff about this Alabama secondary. Tennessee, y'all, to touch on a couple of little stats, like, this is a massive how good this offense was. This is the most points scored against an Alabama team since 1907.
Wow.
For anyone that wants to listen back to our podcast leading into this, we talked about.
We'll put the link up here.
We talked about Alabama being undisciplined. We talked about record penalties, and they've set a new school record.
What was it, 16 or 17?
It was 17 for 130.
Unreal. We talked about that. That was a large part of our assessment of this Alabama team, was they were uncharacteristically undisciplined for a Nick Saban team.
Wow.
Saw a lot of mistakes. I mean, hey, look, Bryce Young played really well tonight. Jahmyr Gibbs played really well.
Oh, what a big drop, though. Oh, my God.
Oh, brutal.
A brutal drop, man. It was going to be a first down. They would have milked the clock down to nothing.
Yep.
It would have been game, set, match.
But, I mean, all throughout the game, we saw wide receivers not on the same page as Bryce. We saw just outright drops over the middle all the time. We saw the crowd get into it. The crowd made a huge difference in the first half, I think.
I mean, I'm going to sit here and pat ourselves on the back on this one because we said over and over and over we weren't scared of this receiving core. I know they put up a ton of points, but it wasn't because some receiver went off or was amazing. Bryce was unstoppable. Like, if he had a chance to throw the ball, he hit it just absolutely perfect. But you're right. The crowd, everybody, Gibbs was insane. I'm going to sit here and take a minute to talk about – we're talking about records, record penalties, record points. Jalin freaking Hyatt, my friend.
I was about to say we can talk about a receiver, but it's on the other team. On the UT ball. I
mean, he had 5 touchdown catches, over 200 yards.
What was it, like 7 catches and 5 of them?
So he had 6 catches. 5 of them were for touchdowns. I mean, it's unbelievable. You know the single game receiving record for touchdowns for Tennessee coming into this game all time for a program that's been around for more than 100 years? 3.
3? Was it Peerless Price?
It was about 8 people, honestly.
Well, in a college that prides itself as wide receiver U. Yeah. I mean, there's the conversation right there. Is wide receiver U back? Maybe.
I think you're right. Dante Stallworth did it twice. The most recent person to do it was Tillman did it in last year. But, I mean, he went ahead and said, you know what, screw your 3. I don't even want 4. Give me 5.
I'll raise you 2.
I mean, but think about this, guys. Tillman wasn't even out there. I mean, it just shows you. I mean, do you think that over the last several games that this has just made Hendon Hooker a better quarterback because he's had to spread the ball around a little more?
Man, he even missed a couple of guys.
Oh God, yeah.
High.
Yeah.
And it was still insane. Also, by the way, instead of just the touchdowns with the Hyatt stuff, his receiving of 207 yards at the 6th most in a single game history in Tennessee ball history. So that weird, but
absolutely. I mean, how many total yards? I don't even know. We're not trying to get it. We're not getting it.
We're not going to break it down.
Tons and tons of yards. We'll just say that. Proof of concept is there for this offense. Like you said, if you're an offensive player and you were at this game, if you're a 5-star recruit, and there were a lot of 5-star recruits there tonight, why in the world would you not want to come play in that environment?
I'll break this down better on like a Wednesday mid pod, but there's going to be a lot of recruits out there that are deciding between. Let's see if you're a receiver right now and you're deciding between Georgia and Tennessee. Where are you going now?
I don't think there's any question. Yes, Hendon Hooker's leaving. We got 5-star Taven Jackson on the bench, training and ready and wait. We got Nico coming. I mean, we have all these defensive linemen that I believe were there tonight. Which is, I mean, they have to see where they are needed there. And also being a part of Rodney Garner's defensive line is a big deal as well.
I mean, we were just sitting here when it was the fumble 6 happened. Mm-hmm. I thought that was the game.
You're not the only one. I mean
about 100,000 people.
I'll tell you,
that was the game.
There were about 50 to 65 people that did not stop believing, though, and they're the only ones that matter.
That matters.
Hendon Hooker, first off, Parker, Tennessee guy to Tennessee guy. Did Hendon Hooker just etch his name in the Tennessee history books as one of the greatest of all time, regardless of how maybe the rest of the season goes?
I think right now, if we sit here and have that conversation, we're putting him in the top 5. I really do.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Which is saying something. I mean, there's a lot of people up there, but
it's a guy that's only played like a year and 3 quarters, technically.
Yeah, I mean, it's more than T. Martin played, and he's in the top 5.
I keep hearing your voice, Parker, in my head saying he's a 25-year-old playing against 18-year-olds.
Well, but he looks like it out there. I mean, he's not scared of anything out there. There's nothing that's out there that he hadn't seen. He's a man of sports. I mean, he's poised. I mean, he's the unquestioned leader of that team.
I thought the same thing tonight, Bradley, when I saw they showed a close up of him and it had his SEC patch. But instead of just having the SEC patch, you know what it had around it? It said graduate. And I was sitting there thinking the same thing, like, this kid's has nothing to do other than prep for these games. Like he's ready to go.
He has one class and the rest is film study. He ain't worried about nothing. But
I love it.
Very, very exciting times.
I love it.
We told you that Knoxville will burn, and I do not doubt that it is burning right now.
Congratulations, guys. I mean, I can't.
Mm-hmm.
Very envious. I'm glad you get to enjoy this ride this year.
Oh man, it's been a long time coming. This game was so close. Y'all were talking about so many yards. The one stat about this game about yards I will throw out: the final total yards. The two teams were within 2 yards of each other.
That's amazing. It's amazing. Obviously, Tennessee's got to get better in the defensive secondary, defensive line, run defense. I can't ask them to do any more than what they did. I mean, Bradley was sitting there watching. He was like, some of these ankle tackles, he's like, that's as good as you can do against Jahmyr Gibbs.
I mean, it was fantastic. Open field tackles, the last line of defense, or he's gone.
I thought they did really well against Gibbs. I mean, I know they gave up 110 yards or whatever it was against him, but the dude is legit. I mean, I'm not trying to throw out the word Barry Sanders out there, but his feet movement is just incredible to watch him. Like, no, yeah, they even said on the broadcast, I don't know if y'all caught it, they go, do we even count this as a missed tackle? Because he didn't even touch it. Like, it was just so elusive. And every play was to him. Every play. Without Gibbs, I'm just going to say it. Without Gibbs, I don't know that this Alabama team offensively, I mean, I'm not going to say they're bad, but they are not the same Alabama team without Gibbs.
I would agree. I mean, the whole game, Bradley's just sitting there saying, I want him as my running back on my NFL team.
I would say goodbye to James Robinson right now and have ETN and Gibbs.
Dude, it's not even a shot at ETN. I'd say goodbye to him. I looked at before coming to this game, I was curious as where they had him projected going. And running backs don't usually go in the first round that much anymore. And right now that he's projected to go 15th overall in the first round.
Wow.
All right.
Interesting. My goodness gracious.
Bears up, cans up.
Absolutely.
We're not going to go long here.
Not really. Just an emotional reaction. Congratulations to the University of Tennessee Volunteers. Rocky Top is rocking. Rocky Top is relevant. College football is better whenever Rocky Top is relevant, folks. And right now, they are inching their way up to the top of the top 25. And now we're going to have all kinds of other conversations about Heisman and college. I can't believe I'm saying this. College football playoff implications now.
We're talking now. There's the conversation of if we drop a game, if we drop to Georgia, which how we look tonight. I mean, we could be terrible and lose to them, but if we play like we did tonight, we will win every game we have left. But even if we lose that game, we're having the conversation of you're still in the playoff.
Yeah.
Just keep playing.
Yeah.
Keep grinding.
Yeah. You can't lose to, Kentucky.
No, you can't slip up against a team like that. But guys, I mean, right now I feel like the Vols are on the rise again. And I believe that Rocky Top, like I said, is rocking once again. Unfortunately, our screen froze. That's why we put Parker's beautiful mug up there by himself.
Thank you. I'm more than happy to take the time and preach for a moment while your screen unfreezes there, and just to educate some Alabama fans on this song named Dixieland Delight, which the Pride of the Southland band played after the game, because there are a lot of Alabama fans out there that think Dixieland Delight is about Alabama. In the song, it says Tennessee Byways. One arm on the wheel, Tennessee byways. I don't know how else to be more clear about it. The argument for some Bama fans is, well, Alabama sings it. Well, shut up. Does Kansas only sing songs about Kansas? Does Boston only sing songs about Boston? Does Florida Georgia Line only sing songs about Lake City and Valdosta? No. Tennessee. It's about it.
Suck it one more time, Bama fans.
As we depart, thank you for giving us your time.
Absolutely.
Clicking on this video. We got a little treat for you here at the end, but hope everyone enjoys the night. Drink responsibly.
Be safe out there.
Party it up, though.
Have fun. Live it up. Enjoy it. Tennessee fans, you've been waiting a long time for it. Live it up there, big guy. Go Big Orange. We'll leave you with this.
That's all it is.
It must have already happened because my mom's texting me like crazy.
Oh, wobble, wobble, wobble.
It's coming down.